forecast for Toronto, 60% chance of showers. High today of 11 degrees. Tonight, cloudy, 60% chance of showers or drizzle. Fog patches developing tonight with the temperature steady at 11 degrees. Tuesday, cloudy, 30% chance of showers or drizzle in the morning. Fog patches dissipating late in the morning with a high of 17. Peterborough, cloudy, 60% chance of showers this afternoon and a high expected of 12 degrees. And that's our forecast.
Hello again, I'm Matt Galloway. You're listening to The Current. As we heard just before your regional update, the southwest coast of Newfoundland and Labrador was hit particularly hard by Fiona. Nearly 100 homes destroyed, many of them just swept right out to sea, and much of that debris is still lost in the water. Sean Bath is the founder of the Clean Harbors Initiative in Bay Roberts, Newfoundland, and his team has been helping tackle the cleanup. Sean, good morning.
Morning, Matt.
It's good to talk to you again. You and I have spoken a number of times about the work that you are doing in hauling trash out of the ocean. Where are you working now in the wake of this storm?
Right now we're working from Burgeo to Stephenville. That's our targeted area. We've concentrated most of our efforts in a little town called Burnt Island so far, and some in Port aux Basques itself.
And why was it that you felt you needed to head out there to be part of this work?
Well, I mean, that's what we do. We are a Clean Harbors Initiative, right? We've been training for this for 4 years. We've been accumulating the equipment needed to do this on a larger scale than what we have been doing it. And the people have funded us around here, right? So I thought, well, we're kind of obligated to help pay it forward, I guess, or return the favor for all the generosity that the Newfoundlanders had shown us. So it was a good fit for us. Unfortunately, it was a bad thing for all these people, but anyway, we could make it a little easier on them. We certainly wanted to do it.
I was saying in the introduction that, I mean, these homes swept out to sea, many of them, and the bits and pieces, the debris, everything that was there is still bobbing around in the water. What are you seeing out there right now?
Right now, in 3 weeks, we removed 80,000 pounds of debris, and most of that debris was pieces of people's houses, pieces of people's roofs still shingled, pieces of their sheds, walls, windows, doors, their wards, their stages. So every day we go out, we bring in at least 2 boatloads, some days 5, 6 boatloads, but what have you, and it's always someone's personal belongings, right? A lot of clothing like snowsuits and life jackets, anything that was in the stages or sheds near the water was washed out, and some of the stuff, of course, was their houses as well.
And so this would be like personal effects from people, like the things, if their house was swept out, it'd be like everything that was in their house would be there.
Yeah, some of these people lost their houses. I mean, it was bad enough to lose your house, but at the same time, your house took all your worldly possessions offshore when it left, right? And some people lost their houses and their vehicles at the same time. So, I mean, everything these people own in the world after a lifetime of working was taken away from them in an instant. So to go out and to remove some of this debris, knowing that we're removing this guy's house or a part of his house or a part of his work, whatever, and here's his clothes on the bottom here are all tangled up into a part of his house. Needless to say, it's quite emotional. It's quite heartbreaking.
Tell me more about that. You say it's heartbreaking. What is it like to see someone's life essentially out there washed out to sea?
Yeah, well, when you're recovering some of the stuff, there's somebody in a hotel room or somewhere with nothing left to the world, right, into their name, right? And here it is. Everything they own is right here underneath our boat or spread out all over the coastline, right? Some it's underneath your boat here, and you're tying on the big pieces so you can tow it ashore, and you're dipping up or gaffing up the small pieces to try and return to them, right? But I mean, for most of it, once it went in the water, it was destroyed by the sea state and all the debris that was entangled into it, right?
And so you were able to return some of those items back to the people who own them?
A few things. Most that we returned was fishing gear. That was pretty much the bulk of it. And not a lot of that, to be honest with you, because a lot of the fishing gear was destroyed as well, right? I mean, some of these people had their houses taken away from their cars, their trucks, their clothes, everything. They were left with nothing. And on top of that, then, their means of making a living, their livelihood, their fishing gear was gone as well.
Good.
So, I mean, here you are now. You just lost everything you own, and now you got to try to figure out how you're going to make a living to rebuild it. You want to make money to feed yourself and clothe yourself for another year, right?
So how are you hauling this stuff out of the sea? Just describe the work that you're doing.
Basically, it's a couple of guys in per boat. We steam across the harbour. One guy jumps out into the water, and one boat basically takes it a full. The big piece, say a half a roof or something like that. You just find a hole in it, and you use your boat to tow to the shore with your boat, and the guys operating the equipment there, the excavators, they drag it up the slip line.
Tell me about the part in this. You and I have talked before when it comes to the old nets that you've been pulling in. This, if it stays in the water, can have a real impact on the environment.
Yeah, well, I'll give you an example now. I had one boat in the water over in Port Max one day doing a kind of run, and that's what was left to it. And it was in the water approximately 5 to 10 years based on the amount of coral that had grown on the plastic floats. So that one net had 6 lobsters into it, and most of the lobsters had shrunk their claws trying to get out, but unfortunately the tails and legs were hanging out, so they were just right now, all these small towns, there's all the 200 nets in it, right? Nets in every little harbour, so you can disrupt 1,000 nets. Lobsters being destroyed. I mean, and these are very best lobsters. Gearing time for next season. It's hard to move, there's not been up there fishing.
As you say, you think you've hauled out about